I'm not mad at it, but I'm not like woo about it. And I do totally think that it's worth every single hype. That's expensive. Hey guys, it's Sue. Welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to be doing a one brand review of Isntree. Yes, it's been a while since I've done these videos and I thought it's time for one. Before we start, I hope you guys are well, and of course, don't forget to press like, subscribe, and follow me on my Instagram as well because I post up a lot of things that I don't share on this channel. So yeah, without further ado, let's get this video started. We are on a roll today. Now let's start off with the brand Isntree itself. This brand has been around for like 5 to 6 years. Don't quote me on that. And it's only been recent that they're finally getting some recognition, some hype, some popularity. Now, I just want to point out that I've been using Isntree before all this hype. I knew they were a good brand. I don't know why I'm talking like this, guys. Back to normal. I knew that they were a good brand and I knew that they offered great products at affordable, decent prices. Thank you very much. So from now, I'm going to actually review these products one by one. And of course, I'm going to start off with their most popular line, which is their hyaluronic acid line. Ta-da! I do indeed have their hyaluronic acid toner. Now, mind you, this is the one, like the one before they renewed it. So I guess I won't be saying that much on this product because it'll be futile, right? I don't think they even sell this anymore. But this is their hyaluronic acid, the original version, and of course they recently came out with Toner Plus. I believe their older version, it only included like one type of hyaluronic acid, whereas the new hyaluronic Toner Plus contains 5 different hyaluronic acids in different sizes. What these different types of hyaluronic acids will target the different layers of our skin. So obviously the smaller particles, hyaluronic acids will seep in better, really make sure to hydrate our skin deep within, whereas the bigger particles, they will actually dwell on top, making sure that it kind of forms a protective layer of hydration. So the more different types of hyaluronic acid, the better, I think. They both have some sort of that syrupy gloopiness texture to it. This one even more so. I've noticed that this one is more watery, but it feels more dense and concentrated, like an ampoule or serum even. Of course, a lot lighter though. And I do definitely prefer this one over this one. I'm really glad that they renewed it because honestly, I just found myself reaching out for this one way more frequent than this one. For me, I actually felt like they were hydrating my skin from deep within. And so you can apply them with using a cotton pad or you can go directly in with them. Just make sure to pat it in. And honestly, I think at these prices, you honestly can't go wrong. These are wonderful, safe, decent products, and it doesn't carry any scent either. And I just think this is a great product if you have perhaps dehydrated skin, if you have even a combination skin. Oof, the next product is one of my absolute favorite products from Isntree, and I do totally think that it's worth every single hype. It is the Isntree Hyaluronic Acid Water Essence. This is a delicious, very hydrating product. Now, even though this is called an essence, I like to associate, or I actually use this as a serum. So likewise, this is from the same hyaluronic acid line. We're still on that line, but this has 8 different types of hyaluronic acid. I know. I think I mentioned this before, but when I saw that this contained 8 different types, I was like, really? Isn't 8 a bit overdoing it? So I was like, really? But I gotta say, this really does hydrate your skin. So there was a time when I was testing out all these different types of hyaluronic serums or hydrating serums, and I've just noticed that this really did make a change. I really did see a difference in the sense that with this one, my skin didn't feel dehydrated later throughout the day. And I do think that it has got to do with the fact that they put 8 different types of hyaluronic acid. So, well done. As for the formula, like the name Essence, it's pretty on the lighter type. It's not as, I guess, rich as a serum. It absorbs beautifully into the skin, blends out really lightly, and has a really light texture. It actually feels very breathable. So I think this is one of the products that will work for most types of skin. I think this is a great product to look into. Really good. Moving along on this hyaluronic acid train, I do have their 2 different types of hyaluronic acid cream. With the hyaluronic acid aqua gel cream, this is a very light, lotiony gel type texture. It blends out really lightly, and I think if you have oily skin but you still need hydration, this would be an awesome product to check out. Likewise, both of these, mind you, have 5 different types of hyaluronic acid, so they're both very rich in that section. Obviously, this is a bit too light for me to use now because it's really windy and cold in Korea as of now, and I have very dehydrated skin, so I'm trying my best not to dry it out. So what I've been using nowadays instead is this hyaluronic acid moist cream. Now, going back to what I've been saying about Isntree as a whole, I mentioned that they offer a decent quality of products, meaning that even though I do love them as a brand itself, I don't think there are brands that offer a very innovative, elegant formula. It's just, okay, been there, done that, but because their, whole branding is very clean, very simple, and also the price range is pretty low, that's why I think they make a good brand. But I just want to mention this to you guys because this moist cream, even though I do enjoy using it, the formula itself isn't very like edge cutting. It's kind of like a nice cream that you're like, oh, okay, I think I've seen this formula once somewhere in other brands. So it's just a nice formula, nice, more of a conventional lotiony cream. I do need to take a bit more time to work this into my skin to make sure it's really absorbed. And it's kind of like vanilla ice cream, right? I mean, no one's mad at it, but no one's excited about it either. That's exactly how I feel about this product. I'm not mad at it, but I'm not like, woo about it. It's a nice, affordable, decent product. Yeah. All right, the last product from the hyaluronic acid line, I promise. You know what? To be honest, it's not even my fault. They just have a lot of products from this line, all right? This is the hyaluronic acid water sleeping mask. And this was actually one of the very, very few products that had me intrigued just in terms of like the formula wise, because this legit feels like jelly, like jello. It really does. It has that really bouncy texture. Can you guys see that? Like it even like sticks onto my skin. So whenever I have to work this, I have to like mush it like you would mush a slime or a jello. And also I was very impressed by the fact that this product managed to moisturize my skin throughout the night. So my room is really, really dry and really, really cold compared to like the rest of my house. And that means that my skin, even though I do have combination skin, it does leave my skin a bit dry in the morning, which is something that we don't want, right? We don't want to dry out our skin. So when I use this product actually retains the hydration and makes sure that it covers up the hydration really, really well without being sticky. I know it's a very fine line, but I just didn't find it to be suffocating. So this is a product that I will keep on using very, very much. I really did like it. And likewise, this also has 5 different types of hyaluronic acid. And it also has betaine, which is a natural moisturizing factor of our skin. And it also has ceramide MP, which both ingredients are great for a skin barrier. So I really like this product. It's really affordable as well. And now we're going to move on to their newest, hottest, youngest, sexiest girlfriend. No, I'm kidding. I'm just going to introduce you guys the newest line, which is the Mugwort line. So first off, let me start off with their Mugwort Ampoule. And first of all, I gotta say, that's expensive. This is pretty expensive, guys. Like I said, Isntree on a whole is very affordable, but this retails for 32,000 won. Let me check. This costs 32 freaking thousand won. That's pretty expensive. The formula of this product is very, very light. It's very watery, very fluidy. And so even though it's called an ampoule, I think this is nowhere near like rich or luscious as most conventional ampoules are. It almost feels like an essence, so super light. So I think it will make a great product if you have oily skin as well. If you have dry skin, this is going to dry the F out of your skin, meaning that it's really light. So bear that in mind. And it also has ingredients such as betaine, ceramide MP, and panthenol. So it's also great for your skin barrier as well. And also I have brought their cream, which I've been testing out as well. And this is also a pretty light cream. If I use this cream in this kind of weather in Korea, it's way too drying. It's way too light for me. But definitely for like the summer or something, it's definitely one that I would test out. And likewise, this has mugwort extract in it. These are pretty light, pretty expensive too, but they do soothe your skin. They're very, very light. So I would recommend them for oily, acne-prone skin. I have 2 other products from the Mugwort line. First, I have their Real Mugwort Clay Mask, which I was actually pretty impressed with because this was one of the very few clay products that wasn't as harsh. It's a bit more smoother and more lighter and a bit more airy, I've noticed. And it turns out they've actually included an ingredient to make sure that this doesn't completely dry your skin out. So I do actually like using this. Mind you, this also has mugwort leaf powder and red bean powder for physical exfoliation. So you really want to be gentle with this if you do happen to use it. But I like to use this on my T-zone. And I have their Spot Saver Mugwort Gauze Mask, which I wasn't the biggest fan of, I'll be honest. I love the essence to it, but I just didn't like the gauze material. As you guys know, or as you guys might not know, I actually am very sensitive to the materials of things. So I am very kind of picky in that sense. And this one, the gauze wasn't the most gentle to my skin. So I am a little iffy about this one, but I will say I really did like the essence in it. Very hydrating, it seeped pretty well into my skin. So I'm like half and half about this one. Right, moving on to the next line, which is their Aloe Vera line. Now, if you've been watching my videos for a long time, you guys probably recognize these two babies. These two products are the first Isntree products I ever tried, and I fell in love, and that's what encouraged me to try out more products from this brand. These are, by the way, aloe vera gels, and the reason why I fell in love with these is first, tube type. Hello, super convenient, as opposed to like tubs where you have to scoop it out. It's not very hygienic, is it? And the thing is, I always lose the spatula, so yeah, it's very inconvenient for me. So a tube type is perfect for girls like myself. And also the other factor that made me fall in love with these aloe vera gels is that they didn't dry out my skin. So sometimes aloe vera gel products, they will actually dry out my skin with time, but these didn't do that at all. So they have two types. They have the 80% and then the 50%. This is the moisture type. Oh, sorry. This is the moisture type, and then the 50% is the fresh type. I personally like the moisture type now that I have more of a combination drier skin, but back when I had more of an oily types of skin, I really did enjoy the 50% one. And these are just essentials for me during the summer. I like to use them with a cooler or like one of those kind of like devices where you can kind of deep puff and massage into your skin. I just love dumping a whole lot of it when my skin gets really hot and red in the summer. So these are definitely steals, and they're super affordable. Really, you honestly can't go wrong with these. So I highly recommend them. And then also, I've been trying out their toner from the same line. This is the Aloe Soothing Toner. So this has 80% of the aloe vera extract, and I find this very pleasant to use. It's very refreshing, super hydrating. I mean, even from like straight off the packaging, you can just tell this is straight up nice toner that will hydrate your skin and also cool your skin down during the summer. It's a complete watery water formula without any of the syrupiness to it. I think this would be great if you have oily skin types too. The next line is the Green Tea Fresh line, and I actually loved using the toner. You can see I've actually used quite a bit of it. I was obsessed with using this. And the interesting thing is the formula actually has the color brown. So I looked it up, and since this does contain the green tea extract, they've tried to preserve the green tea extract as much as possible just so that we can benefit the most out of the ingredients. So that's why the formula is green, because they didn't do anything to it. And they've also included an ingredient called anti-sebum P, which will help you regulate the excessive sebum. So if you have oily skin, I think this is a great option to look into. Likewise, their emulsion that I've been testing out is great for oily skin types. I think these two together will work great. I mean, not only is green tea a great ingredient for all skin types, but it's also great for oily skin because it helps kind of regulate the sebum production. It's got great antioxidant properties. It also has brightening properties. And also the emulsion, just to explain a bit more about it, this kind of feels like a light lotiony cream. Just gives you that right amount of hydration without the excessive oiliness. Now, the only thing that kind of throws me off is that, you know, they've made this formula brown just so that they could preserve the green tea ingredients. So I'm just questioning, why isn't this formula brown? I'm just like, what happened to the color? You know? Last off, I have their sun cream. This is their Sensitive Balancing Sun Protection. This is, I believe, a physical non-nano sun cream. The formula of this sun cream is nothing innovating, is nothing like wow, where I'm like, you have to try it. It's kind of like, okay, I feel like I've seen and I've smelled this exact same formula like somewhere else, so I'm not too crazy about it, but I'll use it. If you're looking for a formula that won't break you out, that won't irritate your skin, I think this is a great option to check out. So that was it for this video. I looked into a lot of the Isntree products, and like I say, I think they're a great product that anyone can use affordably at a decent quality. So if you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to press like and subscribe and follow me on Instagram at _SueBeauty. I'll see you guys in my next. Ciao!